This morning, we start with some local idiots. In one of our local Facebook pages, there was this article here from a state senator talking about how deploying the National Guard raises serious constitutional concerns. Because it does. So I said, not only does it raise serious constitutional concerns, the Republicans themselves viewed such actions as an assault on states' rights, like Kristi Noem herself. Here she is saying as such. And I posted the video of her saying that if Joe Biden had federalized her state's National Guard to stop them from going to the Texas border, that would be an assault on states' rights because the governors get to control their National Guards, not the presidents. You see this person here, Maz Ron. What makes it any different from the Democrats calling up the Guard for the DNC? J.B. Pritzker called up some National Guard troops to protect the Democratic National Convention when it was in Chicago last year. So I attempt to explain this to him. Well, that was to protect people, not kidnap them off the streets and ship them off to concentration camps. Hope this helps. Not to mention, that's a governor calling up his own guard and not the president illegally federalizing a state's guard against the governor's wishes. Here's where you can spot the shift. Instead of dealing with that fact that you're comparing apples to oranges, you're comparing a governor calling up his own guard to protect an event rather than the president illegally federalizing a state's guards to kidnap people, he switches to, do you live in Chicago? West Side? South Side? How many illegals have you moved into your house? And you can see here I said, no, I live in Shanahan. I've employed thousands of undocumented workers over the course of my career and have had many of them to my home as they are great people. Do you live in Chicago? Does any of this affect you personally? My daughter lives in Chicago and she sees what's happening with the new Nazi movement in real time. Keep in mind, these are people that live all the way out here in the suburbs with me and hate the city of Chicago. Now all of a sudden they give a fuck about it. But anyway, that's the shift, right? Instead of dealing with the fact that he incorrectly compared what J.B. Pritzker did to what Donald Trump is doing, he just shifts to, well, do you live in Chicago? And then he comes back with this. See, cheap labor. Now I get it. You are correct. Nice people, but did not come here legally. My tax money, so it does. I don't know. My tax money, what? Your tax money is going to pay for guard troops to illegally kidnap people off the streets? Yeah, I agree. That's a problem. Sorry, I had a little thing coming in there. Anyway, cheap labor. 25 years ago, we were paying these guys $21 an hour to operate Bobcats on landscape sites with zero experience, and they were all in the 150 Operators Union. Please don't pretend like you know what you're talking about. And then I pointed out he doesn't live in Chicago. So he doesn't have a fucking clue. And yes, when he said here, do people get to live in a safe community in Chicago? Yeah, millions every fucking day. And this is the kind of idiocy we deal with on the local level when it comes to the cult members in the town I live in. Can't make this shit up if you tried, man.